Yes, people, and welcome back to Normski TV and the What's Going On podcast. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and share if you are new. A lot to talk about this week. England, what a performance, guys! What a performance! Yeah, getting through to that quarterfinals, mate. The two guys, Jude and Harry Kane, doing the business, scraping us out of a hole. And we scraped through to the quarterfinals. And listen, it's going to be an interesting time ahead. Look, we play Switzerland. It's not going to be an easy game. I think Slovakia is an easier game in the sense, but Switzerland is going to be a much harder task, and we need to sort this out big time. So listen, we need to talk about this England performance. As a matter of fact, it's just got worse as the tournament has gone on. And a lot of people have been doing a lot of talking, especially Mr. Jude Bellingham. And we will be bringing him up and talking about his comments. And also, we're going to be talking about transfers, anything to declare, your ins and outs, some clubs completing deals. Woeful England scraped through to quarterfinals. They need to fix up. Is Jude getting a little too big for his boots as he digs out his detractors and any other business? Hopefully, a certain man will be eating a certain red hot chili pepper. So, unless he shows up tonight, unless he's got another excuse like he's stuck on a train, we'll see what happens there. But listen, this is our show for tonight. So, let's be having you. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and share if you're new. And without further ado, let me bring in Mr. Big D and Mr. JP to
what's up?
Studio.
Yes.
Everybody good? Everybody happy? Everybody sweet?
Yeah, man. All right, mate.
It's all good, man. I hope you had a pleasant week so far and pleasant weekend.
Yeah.
So let me go around the table first of all. Go to Big D first. How are we doing, bro?
Yeah, doing all right. As I was saying backstage, one of the aunties on my mum's side passed in Jamaica on because of what they told us. I don't know whether it was Sunday morning or how because they're behind and they're giving us a delayed message. So we were just like, okay, when did she actually die? Was it Saturday morning or Sunday morning? But we think it was Sunday morning. Cousins one a lame thing, you know what I mean? It's one of them. But so it's my mom's older sister. So my mom is number 9 of 12.
Yeah.
Yes, Craig. Yeah, she's number 9 of 12. So I was saying to Normski that she's lost a sibling every year for the last 6 years, which is wild. They've buried one every year for the last 6 years.
Wow.
So
sorry to hear that, D.
Yeah, she was a reverend actually. Yeah, Reverend Phyllis Webb. She's hardcore, man. Me and her always booking it. I still roll with her. Yeah, man. She's hardcore, man. She's just rigid. There's no give. There's no auntie. Let's reason here. Yeah, it's one of them. So, there's always one auntie that just wow, man.
Old school.
Yeah.
But yeah. Condolences definitely to the family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Just sending AFC.
Yes, Craig. Big up yourself, man.
Condolences, mate. Yeah. Jay, what about yourself, man?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, man. The weeks are going by so fast.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I was sitting there, I just ran out quickly to come back, and I'm like, tomorrow's Thursday.
I know.
Yeah, just like it's like a Groundhog thing, isn't it, Jay?
Yeah.
I feel like Groundhog Day. Like I said, the shooting, it feels like every 2 days is Friday. I said, it's Friday already, man. Why go on here, man? I've got X, Y, and I try and do a list of things I want to do in the week. And it's Friday again, and I say, right.
You know what I mean? It's mad. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. But
I'm all right though. Just doing a bit of DIY at the weekend. Putting up some fence at my mum and dad's house.
Oh, okay.
Cool, man.
Good for you, and I can see that Man United are doing a bit of DIY as well, and some very good DIY. We will talk about that, and I know, Big D.
Yeah,
you've got your concerns. You've got your concerns, but Jay seems to be quite laid back.
Now, you know what? Jay's winning me over, man. Jay's winning me over. I just look at. Well, yeah, we'll get into it.
I get these concerns. I do get it. Because our history is telling that's what's making you concerned.
Yeah. And 20 years.
Old habits, you know, the old habits, Jay.
You don't want to
just hope that they've gone away with Ineos, you know.
And
the structure,
But, I mean, the Glazers are just in the background, just hanging
I
about.
know that's what I don't trust. More to the point, it's them saying that there's no money, Jim, unless you're going to do it. I don't want to hear that. Just free up the cash, you got it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you see, you know the new kit sponsor norm.
It's worth
60 mil a year, you know, bro.
Wow.
Regardless if we qualify for Champions League.
I heard it was 75.
Even yeah. I was in 60. I went,
even better.
That on top of Adidas. Come on, man. We got PSJ. But do they want to spend it? That's the thing.
Well, this market, that's what you just spent your Snapdragon sponsorship on one player.
Yeah. You know, right? Yes, exactly. But because they deal with the commercial side, that's why I'm apprehensive. That's all commercial money rather than, you know what I mean? So Jim's control. So I know.
Let's look at this. Yeah, Man United, the structure is there. Jay's pretty laid back about it, and I know D, as you said, you got your concerns, but they're at the top of the table. Ineos there. With let me read it. So it's Ineos, Jean-Claude Blanc, so David Braceford, and they're down below the CEO. Omar Breda, who's just come from Man City. You got Jason Wilcox from Southampton. You got Dan Ashworth, and then out of the blue, this Christopher Vale guy. Vivel used to be. He's like some. Is he some sort of like scout? Is he some sort of like scout? Recruitment, and he's quite top. He's top as according to Eds. He was with Chelsea, but obviously they didn't see eye to eye with the hierarchy, and he decided to go elsewhere. And then when you look at the football side of it, Ten Hag there, Van Nistelrooy and Rene Arke, and you're looking at this structure, and doesn't that bring you a bit of
I don't think the structure looks like the way they've got it in this diagram.
Oh, for real?
So no, I don't think so. So I'll be
Junior.
You're saying, bro.
Yes, June. I'll be interested to see once the coaches are in and they announce it all properly.
Yeah.
That we get a proper view of what the football structure looks like.
Yeah.
Because my guys, those three at the top with the Glazers, they're all board members.
Right. Yeah. And that's how when I looked at that, Norm, I didn't think that. I thought you still got to put the two Glazer brothers in that mix up top.
Yeah.
Regardless of them saying that they're staying on the commercial side, they're not just gonna. They're still the majority shareholder at the end of the day, or ownership, should I say? With the shares.
Yeah,
so they're not just gonna sit back and because you know this is what I was thinking the other day. I said to my brother, this all clicks. You're gonna see how often you see these mans turning up for stuff.
It's a lovely, as Craig said, it's a nice 4-3-3 formation.
You know that one there, man.
But you know what it is as well. I think Morata is obviously the main guy at the club in terms of the CEO, and I would have thought Dan Ashworth would have been under him, and then you'd have Wilcox under Ashworth and the recruitment guy under Ashworth.
Right. Yeah,
but that's just the way I see it. But I could be wrong, and I'm sure Eric Ten Hag reports to Ashworth.
Right, yes, that's what I would think as well, Jay. Like what you said to me earlier about the transfer things, like those two would have to knock heads and come to common ground on players suitable, the need of the squad and all that kind of stuff, rather than just spending money willy-nilly like we've been doing, you know.
But that layer, the layer in the middle, obviously, that's the I'd say key in terms of obviously.
Agree.
In terms of what type of football, because these are the guys that are saying, listen, guys, we want to see a different type of football now. And obviously the recruitment now, and this guy, Christopher Vivel, you know, and working alongside. I mean, listen, I'm assuming they're going to work closely with Ten Hag, but I think they will more or less have the final say, you know, because they are saying we want to see a style of football, and the players that we're going to be looking at to bring in, because they're saying we want to see. Sorry, sorry.
You have like after you got an after, like you got an after. It's like it's recording you.
Yeah.
And sending it out again. No, yeah.
Sorry, something happened there.
You're watching yourself on YouTube.
No, I'm not. Some gremlin in the room. I think. No, what it is, my missus just logged on.
Right.
Typical Liverpool supporter, isn't it? Yeah. Want to jump in.
Jay, we love you, Jay. We love you.
A bit late to the party, girl. But no. This structure. I mean, the guys making the decision in terms of the players that you want to bring in, and I know you've been linked with a number of players, and to be honest and to be fair, I like what I'm seeing in the sense that there's not a lot of, because in the past under the old regime there was a lot of leaks. Your deals took a long time to get done. All of a sudden, and the deals that we're looking at the moment, you're looking at the leak from Bayern Munich, and I know you've got some concerns because you're saying, well, is there any other people coming in? But for £34 million, the guy's only 24.
24, yes, yeah.
He got bought. When he went to Juventus, I think they bought him for 80+ million. He then went from there to Bayern Munich for 60+ million. Now
that's what I'm saying. So his price is declining when it should be getting better, and that's the alarm flag for me. Why is he gone from an £80 million player to a 30, and then we're jumping in? You know what I mean? And so we've already got an injury prone Leacher, and that's why I said the other week, we're going to have to keep Harry Maguire just as half decent cover. I don't want to keep him, but we could have two starters that worry me with their injuries.
Right.
Like I think with their playing, I'll be like, I think they both can angle themselves. But with the injuries, he's like, you can't get rid of Harry now unless you're going to replace Harry as well, which I don't see. Because it looks like they're trying to push.
Has the Lick got a bad injury record or something?
This is what they're saying, that the last year or so, his injuries ain't been great. Yeah, and he hasn't played that much football.
20, I think he was out for 22. Is it 22 games or 22 days? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, like that. He missed a lot of the season.
And apparently it's something to do with his knee. He's had a couple of knee problems as well. So it's all something similar with Jesus. We're kind of now because he's had like 3 knee problems, 2, one major one minor, and then now we're hearing that he might have to go for another procedure. But I don't know if that's still going to happen. So that's my worry concerning Jesus. But this Delict guy, he's 24.
So I'm saying he's not old.
And he's got a lot of experience. You can't say that the guy's played a load of games and he's won trophies on his way. And he was really good for Ajax. Because
remember, he captained that team, no? He was one of the younger players to captain the Ajax team. He had probably 4 or 5 elders above him, Jay, and he got the captain's armband over them. So when it comes to mentality and stuff, I'm not questioning that. I'm a little bit concerned that Leacher seems to be, because Leacher's a madman. He's going to pick up injuries because of the way he tackles.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to be back to relying on Maguire, bro.
But your injuries, guys. Yeah. Your injuries. Is it down to your in-game, like when you're playing your actual games, or is it to your training? What would you say it is? Because a lot of the times sometimes you just hear out the blue, oh, he's injured, he's out for this long, and I never see like a game where the guy's sort of walked off, during the game, and then he's out for like 6 months or whatever. You seem to hear like, oh, Ten Hag will come out and say, oh, like you see the team sheet, you're thinking, why he ain't playing? And then you realise the guy's injured. Yeah. How did he get injured? He obviously wasn't in a match.
In training, yeah. Well, that's what they were saying, that the training methods had a lot of injuries last season, even though he won't admit to that. And then they're saying that, and the way the medical team was rushing players back, that, like, you see, when Luke Shaw came back for them 2 games, he said he wasn't fit, but he said that they needed him. Like, no, just sit, bro, because you missed the whole season. And you can't get a game for England now because you still can't get fit. And then we're going to inherit that back again, James, because we can't sell him if he ain't fit. And these are my little concerns with, okay, that structure looks brilliant, but the playing squad is a huge problem still for us.
Okay, that's their job, though. That's a part of their job, isn't it? Though their job
is,
and they can't sort their playing squad out in one summer window. That's the reality of it. And as United fans, we're still gonna realise we're still gonna have some pain because we're still gonna have some of the deadwood there. We're still gonna have some injuries. But that's the reality of it because it's not gonna change by August.
And then obviously the book balancing, which Sir Jim has hinted at several times, and I don't know whether that is just saying, listen, United fans, what I inherited was a train crash financially. But he can't say it because he's in bed with them. So he can't say, you see these people I'm in bed with, they really did a number on you lot. But that's what he wants to say. I think Sir Jim, he likes to chat, innit? You know, he's like me, he likes to chat. So I think he wants to say that, but he knows he can't say that. He can't say, if you saw what I inherited, people, what I'm doing here is miracles right now. So just bear with me. He can't say that because it's throwing them under the bus, even though we as fans know how awful they've been and how much they've taken from the club. So it's very much a bear with them. But at the same time, you man, Arsenal and City can't move further away from us after us putting the structure in. That's my how are we gonna balance this nice structure with that playing squad?
Yeah, but as Jay, just coming back to what Jay said, you're not going to be able to get. Listen, there's no players that you need. I mean, if you look at your players that you need that are going to definitely go, the likes of Martial,
gone.
It's gone. Yeah, it's gone.
And
Varane.
Let's just bring in Mr. Ez. What are you saying, brother?
Yes, gentlemen.
Man like Ez in the house.
Man like Ez in the house.
Yes.
You got your glass of milk? You got your big glass of milk?
I'm prepared today. You get me? I'm ready.
We said I'm prepared today.
Prepared. Get me?
Hey, you're meeting something though, right, bro?
Any other business, yeah? So we'll come to that.
What's that, D?
You've eaten something though, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, because
I've taken a few of these consequences before, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the stomach lining thing, man. Just got to be careful with that. You know already. I did that.
Story, dude, man. But that's why Nels were on the Scotch bonnet. Yeah, I was paid the punishment.
Yeah, no, allow that, man. No, that's too much, man. Yeah. Scotch bonnet. If you ever eat a Scotch bonnet by accident, one time we did it with a soup. It burst in the soup. We cooked a nice soup, pea soup, and a Scotch bonnet. We couldn't find it, so we'd have to be clapping the soup and then yow when it caught me, man. Jeez, I was done for days, you know. Someone wouldn't settle. I said, no. Swallowed it whole. I thought it was a piece of vegetable. And I just in the spoon, and then everything just went wrong. I said, no, what I go out here, man. I found it, she.
Yeah, but listen, big up to Ez for coming on, and we will come into any of this at the end of the show. We really are looking forward to that. I'm sure the audience will be looking forward to that as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. Really looking forward to that. So sorry, Jay. So you just going back to before Ez came in, what was we talking about with regards to the players?
The players. It's not been able to get them all out. I think we said we know we can't get them all out in one window or one. You know, so I think Jim has already said. You know, he sees 3 summer windows.
Yeah.
Before we can really start competing.
Not much in January, really, because January is always messed up, and it's very hard to do good business in January.
Yeah.
So, it's more lucky business in January, isn't it? If anything,
There's a lot to do. I mean, I saw an article today on I haven't even read it properly, but it was on the Athletic, and they were saying about what Dan Ashworth's got to come in and do, and it says his key objectives are to sort out the scouting system, just make sure it is as up to as tip top as it needs to be.
Yeah.
He needs to look at sort of, hold on, what's this back office say that? Oh, he needs to fix the United tax issue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know how you fix that. I don't know how you
well, you fix it by not buying Brexit. You stay away from the Brexit players, don't you?
Well, this is the point I was making to you on the chat when we were talking about Mark Gay. I just think this should be the worst time
to buy
Mark Gay.
Yeah.
Breath rate again comes into the equation. Everton seem like they're still holding out for this 70 mil, but obviously the good thing, as I was saying, what I'm liking about what Man United are doing now is like they're saying, okay, we've said 35 mil or whatever it is,
plus add-ons,
take it or leave it. But now they've just moved. They've moved on to another target. But they've still got him. See, Dillit was probably more of a plan B. So they've gone to the plan B and said, right, Dillit is the next is our next plan B. 34 million, 24, loads of experience, probably more than Braithwaite. Yeah.
I think the sad thing with Braithwaite though, Norm, is that he wants to come. So now do you get a player that sulks and don't perform and devalues himself? Because that happens a lot as well in football, where he thinks that I'm out of here and bigger, better things. And then because the greedy owners, the only thing he can do is put in a transfer request, but then he loses the money. The signing on money.
Fabrizio saying he won't do that. Fabrizio saying he will still. Yeah, Fabrizio saying he won't cause any trouble.
You just have to take it on the chin. Yeah.
So, what are your chances of getting him? How would you rate your chances of getting him? Is it likely? Because I mean, obviously Everton must have got through their PSR saga along with Chelsea, Leicester, and all the other 6 big clubs for PSR final day, June the 30th. Job.
Because if you notice, that wasn't really highlighted. Before the way they were pushing on that, I expected to see that. Oh wow, this one's in trouble because they didn't move enough pieces. But it seems so because of the obviously with the Euros on, it feels like that the date came and there wasn't much reported on if anybody messed up. It's weird, wasn't it?
These reports, they like to go big on this. Day, the 30th of June and whatever, but. It kind of went through quietly, smoothly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and I know Jason doesn't let things lie, and as Jason does, he likes to highlight. He likes to highlight certain things.
What have I done that, no?
You're a man of principle, aren't you? You're a man of principle. So it's an article. It's an article. I know it's not you, but you had to share the article. It's an article.
It was the FA. It was the FA.
It was the FA. But you thought you'd bring it to Blackpool.
Yes, there you go.
You thought you'd just let Eds know, especially Eds, because Eds kind of got a little bit. You know what I mean? So it essentially says that this is last week from all the Premier Leagues, to the Premier League clubs in a circular sent to all members clubs. The league has reminded its members that they are entitled to investigate any deals it believes are not conducted at arm's length, and can, and if deemed necessary, request information on how a transfer fee was negotiated or determined, included any internal and external correspondence relating to evaluation. The league also reiterated it has the power to order return of a transfer fee to the buying club if they feel the transaction in question was not considered to be conducted at arm's length. Basically, it's not to say that anybody has done anything wrong, and Ez has brought this up. There's too many loopholes, and Chelsea, Bowley, when it comes to loopholes, these guys know how to find them. You understand? They know how to find them.
They do.
And so, Jace, you brought this up to say what, my friend?
But I'm just saying, like, you keep finding loopholes. Put it this way. Let us on this call, keep finding the tax loopholes to pay and see what happens. Because eventually, HMRC, you'll get that brown letter dropped in your door where HMRC are telling you got to pay them some money. Yeah. Right? So eventually the loopholes will trip you up. They'll tie you down. So I think it's fair play to Chelsea because they are finding it. But eventually, I think what the Premier League are saying is, listen, we've got you on notice. And I think it was really to Chelsea and Aston Villa who are doing. And you heard I've heard Chelsea fans say to me, listen, when I saw those transfer fees, I raised my eyebrows a little bit. So I think that's what the Premier League was just reminding everyone. Not necessarily saying we're going to investigate it, but they're just saying, listen, we keep our eye on this sort of stuff. So be
Don't take this as a precedent to start doing this.
Be careful what you do.
Yeah, if you can get away with it, then come the next PSR.
That's right.
If they're sailing close to it, they're going to have this thing where they agree to say, right, listen, I'll take that player for you. Yeah, we can do a deal there. And they want to know, okay, for instance, Ez, you bought that, was it guy from Aston Villa? Was it
Omari Kellyman.
Now, Omari Kellyman's had 35 minutes of football
Yeah.
Okay. 35 minutes of football. You're buying a lot of, as you know, every time I look on our WhatsApp group, Ez is either sending something. We bought another player. We've just now bought Drewsbury Hall from Leicester.
Oh, you bought him, Ez? Yeah, I missed that one.
They got him.
How much you getting for, Ez? How much you getting for?
30 million, but we sold the player to Leicester for 5 million, so 25 net.
Yep.
See.
Yep. Yeah. So you know, and so you're getting all you're stockpiling because you've got a lot of young players. Ez, you've got a lot of players that you're bringing in, and this guy that you just bought from Villa, really and truly, is he really going to get any game time? Well, the reality of it is not.
I don't think that's necessarily the point with that, because I think Chelsea are saying, well, Cole Palmer was laughed at when we signed him. Then look, he got a platform, and now whatever price we paid for him doubled. Some of these kids.
How much you get Cole for? How much you get Palmer for?
Just under 40 million. And he played. He started 3 games for City before that. Yeah, he had subs here and there, but he only had started 3 Premier League games for City. Yeah. And then you kind of go, well, some of these kids will come and really swim. Some of these kids will come and go under the radar. That's kind of football anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know, there is an argument there. Another one, Amari Hutchinson, that we took from Arsenal.
From Arsenal. We get you basically
left us some money from that.
Yeah, we get 5 million.
You get 5 million. Yeah. You're giving us for free. We've sold it for 25. You get 5. I mean, it's one of them ones. Football, people are buying these kids, and Chelsea's kind of going. Some of these guys, we're buying. Some of them will get a look in. Some of them won't. And that's kind of the aim of the game. That is a business within itself. Kind of having these young players, and some of them are going to be sold. And some of these players know that, but I think the deal Chelsea's giving them is, we're giving you a platform to make sure you go pro somewhere. It might not be here.
Yeah, it's true.
Pro somewhere. And look at Amari Hutchinson now. He's gone from sitting through Arsenal Academy, and now he's going to start every week for Ipswich in the Premier League in 1 season of waiting, and it's going to be the same. And then the other,
so you probably look at this this Kellyman guy, right?
Yeah,
Amari, whatever his name is, and you probably look at him in pre-season. The chance that he'll probably go out on loan anyway.
He's probably going to go on loan and then see what happens.
And then what will happen is he'll do well on loan
and then get sold for 40 million.
And get sold for 40. That is their model.
That's the model.
But you know what, right?
But that's Chelsea's model, and they got it locked down. Chelsea have got it locked down.
And if he's really ripping up tree trunks, maybe he gets a look in. Maybe he gets a look in, and he has to really rip up tree trunks. But if not, no problems. You've done good numbers. You get 30 million, 40 million profit.
Yeah, and then you've got Lukaku, AC Milan. Is it AC Milan that are interested in him?
AC Milan and Napoli.
Right, and also
he just keeps getting big clubs, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You got to tip your hat to Lukaku, you know.
Yeah,
he hasn't left to play at no make clubs, you know. All his clubs.
And his agent.
Will this be his final move? And will he? Because he's obviously on loan at the moment, but do you need to get him off your books? So this guy's on a lot of money.
Well, he's kind of if anything, they should investigate that, because Chelsea's made about 25 million in the last 2 seasons in loan moves from Lukaku. Yeah, because last season we got a 15 million loan with his wages and the money combined, and the season before it was about 10 million in loan fees. So that's 25 million in 2 years. And that's why we will sell him for 30 or 40 million now, because with the loan fees that he's gone away and we haven't paid towards his wages either, it kind of collects a certain amount. So this should be the last move. If it's not permanent, it should be the last loan move for sure. I think he'll go Saudi if he doesn't go Italy. Yeah,
and then you've got what's that?
They slowed down completely. I can't see Saudi doing anything.
No, because do you know, gents? Do you know what it is? Someone said it on the Athletic, Jace, that Euros are going on, and a lot of the players that are hot are at Euros, and they don't want to. No one wants to invest in players for them to go and get injured in a semi-final, whatever they got at the stage. So now you will start to see heat up. The more teams getting knocked out.
Players coming back home.
All of a sudden, Arsenal's come out the woodworks for this Calafiori guy. And Italy got knocked out the other day, so you're sort of seeing them scenarios where. So I think we'll see it heat up. It's the smaller deals that are getting done now. The guys that didn't go Euros, but kind of here and there, like Jude, like Chelsea and that. But
I think with Arsenal, I mean, I'm hoping, as you say, they've done their due diligence and I've got stuff lined up. Because, but you know, I mean, you talk about the Calafiori guy.
Yeah,
left-footed. Can play at left back and play as. But the thing is, I was looking at it. We need a right-sided. I still feel we need a right-sided defender, which we haven't got. So because if Saliba gets injured, all right, you got Ben White, but Ben White now is predominantly a right back. Yeah, Timber could probably play there, but it's this left. I don't know why they've decided to go away from looking at our attacking, like our strikers and our midfield. I know we are going to sort that out, but it's almost like we're focusing on
once again. I think you're likely to sign Eze or Tony, and they're
listen. You know what?
They're at the Euros.
Let me say this now, yeah. When it comes to the striker thing, because I know Chelsea are looking, Man United, same thing. I know Zersky, that's a deal that you could easily do. We was linked with him at one point from Bologna. You can easily, I think it's just your personal terms that you've got to agree with him.
Yeah,
because all you got to do is just trigger his thing, and he wants to come to Man United. But I think also AC Milan. I think AC Milan
which I'm okay with. I think I was saying to Jay, in our personal chat, that what concerned me with the young Højlund is that his team needed a goal and they subbed him. No,
he's not ready, is he?
And I was like, yo, that's not good for us. Because all this talk about we're going to get a striker to back him up, not a chance. We need a striker better than him that he backs up. Because you've gone to a big Euros, and it was all, you saw how many times Eriksen had to put his arm around him and try and say, yo, keep heading the game, bro. It's cool. And that tells me that he's beating himself up mentally because he's missing sitters. It's like, yo, bro, you should have buried that. And so he's going to come back a little bit deflated. I saw him post on... it might have been Twitter. He posted, the experience and everything about going to the Euros. But I don't think he can be our number one striker. If Eric Targ is serious about getting back into the top four to start with, he can't be on that kid's shoulders, unfortunately. Too much pressure for him. And it was actually a bit sad to see because I thought you go to the Euros and I think the first two games, he didn't have a shot on target. I was like, yo, brother, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? And that was alarm bells for me. I think I said to Jay, sent him a message, said, I'm concerned about Haaland. I think it's sort of got a bit much for him. And he's an emotional guy as well. He just bursts into tears for no apparent reason and stuff. It's a little bit whack to see. Very emotional. And you can tell that he's thinking about what he has to do, but it's getting it all together. It's all everything to sync with controlling and not panicking, and it's all a bit much for him. And he's like,
maybe with Rude coming there, maybe Rude can help him out somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I just don't think he can be the number one striker norm going into this season if we're serious.
Yeah. I mean, Zertsky, I mean, I've seen a little bit of him. He's not prolific, but you know what I mean, he's different too. He can hold the ball better up than Højlund.
Yeah.
And he's obviously older than him. And I think so. I was watching this other podcast and they were saying that probably Zertsky would suit someone like Rashford because Rashford likes to play off somebody that can hold up the ball, because there was this too that Rashford don't like passing the ball to Højlund because, you know what I mean? Yeah. He doesn't really do nothing much with it, you know what I mean? So, and because he plays as that left-sided attacking winger or attacking,
because if you looked at it, when Martial played when he was fit, that's when Rashford looked good. Like Martial did that very well. He had
a good combination.
They did, yeah. And I think we talked about it before. Martial's brain was brilliant. His body was awful. You know what I mean? And I think if his body could have cooperated with the way his brain played football, he would have been a bad man. And just unfortunate. And I can't lie. There's no hate for me for Martial. You know what I mean? He just couldn't stay fit, and it's a more physical league than what he came from. And I think once you get a couple of silly injuries, the niggly ones just keep coming at you. So it's like one of them. But like Jay said, the way them two work together, you always thought Rashford needs a Martial and Martial needs a Rashford. It was like a bit of a bromance thing going on there with them two. They understood each other. Yeah.
With Rashford, D, because I know you're concerned about his wages. Jay seems to think that you know, at the time when he was banging the goals, he was worth.
I agree too, by the way. I still agree. Obviously, that was a mistake, but I just want to put it in that I agree that at the time he earned that.
Yeah, free.
No, and I have to keep saying this. If you haven't won a Premier League or a Champions League, you should not be on 375.
Let Jason.
Come
Jason's
on, bro.
in a better position to defend it still.
But it's a hard. Like you go back 12 months or wherever it was. It's a very hard predicament for Manchester United to be in, because you've got a guy who scored you 30 plus goals going into the last year of his contract.
Yeah,
but Jay, not across the season. He had a massive purple patch. He went 3 months without scoring.
So
and that was my alarm bell.
But your decision is, do I want to keep this guy or do I want this guy to go?
Yeah.
Because your decision is you want to keep him. Now you're in trouble, because if in 6 months he can sign for someone else for free.
Yeah.
For nothing.
I hear it. I hear that. That's a hard position.
No, but they had a trigger though, Jay. They had a 1 year trigger.
The trigger's gone. The trigger's been
used.
Yeah, the
trigger was gone.
So we're in the 1 year trigger. So come this season that started, by January, my man can sign with anyone he wants. Yeah. And he's gone for free.
Yeah. That's what.
And I think I said it. I said it last summer. If PSG are really serious, move him on. I said it. But what we couldn't trust, Jay, is that the Glazers go and spend that Rashford money on players on a quality winger. I think that's where we were. That was my sticking point.
There'll be no value in the market.
Right. So they get the money. You say, we just got 85 or 90 mil for Rashi. Like, who's coming in? And then you start hearing stories saying, well, Garnacho can play over there, or Pelletri can. You know what I mean? And we'll be like, no. If you sell him, spend the money. Go after one of the Palace boys.
Is anyone else concerned about? Is anyone else concerned about the state of the market though? Because
it's not. Yeah.
Yes, there's players out there, but it's not like I'll have him. It's not as obvious.
Yeah.
As much as maybe the players we have at our clubs might not be world class or good enough in some sense, and in different areas, it's not like you're gonna say, I can go pick up. These are my top 5 now. I'll have him now, and they're and they're realistic. Is what I'm saying as well. I find the state of the market.
If you look at us now, our only world class player is Casemiro, and he's not at the world class level now. He's been world class
on the decline, isn't he?
Yeah, so that's a worry for me that Man United squad doesn't have a single.
I think Bruno is still.
Is Bruno world class?
He's a good player. He's not world class.
He's close.
I wouldn't call him world class, but
exactly. I'm not trying to hate on him.
Bracket. People might put him in that bracket.
Yeah.
Do you know what's mad? Do you know what's wild about that?
He's not Iniesta.
But that's wild for me, because I'm saying he's top 5 in the Premier League, and that tells me the rest of the state of the Premier League. If he's not world class and he's top 5,
then what did you say about what the quality? What do you say about the quality?
I think he is top 5. Output wise, numbers wise,
he's got the numbers.
No, but if you look at the numbers, though, and I think we argued this, right? If I'm on corners, free kicks, and penalties, I better have a GA of 30 plus.
But
otherwise, what am I doing?
But it's not how it works. But in his defense, if he had a better team around him, his numbers would probably be even better.
Oh my goodness!
But
if he had a good team around him, his numbers would be exceptional.
You have to admit that if I'm in a team and any set plays, any penalties, whatever, the bulk of the corners is on me, I'm expecting when I'm putting these things nicely in the box that goals are coming from it. Otherwise,
not really. Not from Manchester United. We hadn't scored from a set piece in years. Remember, there was a point where we couldn't score from.
We couldn't score from headers. Yeah. Apparently, it's the lit is quite decent. I watched a podcast with Flex, and Flex has a guy from Ajax called Ajax, and Ajax came on the show today, and Ajax was saying that he's saying we should go for him because he said that the injuries and what went on with the other 2 clubs is not a reflection of this guy at 24.
That's true.
So he's saying United should roll the dice on him, Jay, which is interesting because he actually warned us about Ten Hag's stubbornness. Yes, Thomas. Before it happened, he said, "Listen, this guy is stubborn. He's going to try and play with 14 players for the whole season when he's got a big squad." And he was telling Flex this, before he came, and he was right. So I actually trust this Ajax guy from Holland.
I've got the observation is, and this is managers' observations as well as I've seen it, is he's horrible in a high line. Forget it.
Yeah, some of them
he turns like a bus. So you've got a Maguire.
Yeah, they call him the Dutch Maguire.
He's not slow, but
he reads the game. Does he read the game well?
No, he's a good defender. He's a good defender. He win them tackles. And he can play. His passing's exceptional. But you get him in a situation when that high line is, and a winger's pushed the ball into space or something, and he turns so slow. That's it. Good riddance.
And he turns in treacle like Maguire.
This is like Maguire,
actually,
but he's quicker than Maguire. But that high line stuff can't work. That's why companies saying, "Yo, I need some brothers that can run." Yeah.
And that's what I said to Jay. That why does Vincent want gone?
Looking at Xavi Simmons, isn't they? Aren't they?
Yeah.
So the point I was making to D was, I don't look at why doesn't he want him? Why doesn't he want, like that? Football doesn't work like that.
No, true.
Football's about systems and teams.
Yeah.
And if you buy players to fit your system, and you buy players to fit your team, not because they were great there. Because we've all seen examples of a player that was terrible over there and was amazing over here. And we've seen the opposite. We've seen they've been great, they'll move, and they're like, who is that guy?
Yeah, Jay, but here's my big but. Right? We're keeping a sweeper keeper. Right? Ten Hag is staying. Ten Hag wants to play the high line. He wants them centre-backs on the halfway line, squeezing. That way Onana is going to be out of his box a lot of the time. Now, like what Ed said, them balls over the top. You got two centre backs that can't turn and run. We get absolutely cooked because Onana, as you know, has these moments where his positioning is wild and getting beat at his front post. And that's really getting him and keeping Harry. It's like, what are we doing here?
Now,
that's a lot of pressure on Leach.
Ten Hag is going to be stubborn and stick with
playing the high line
without a sweeper. No,
but he's got the sweeper keeper. He's keeping the sweeper keeper.
Now, I don't know.
Sorry, you watch Man City though. No, but sorry, but you watch like someone like Man City, for example.
Yeah.
Now, I think the only good attribute Kyle Walker has is his pace. I think other than that, I think he's overrated.
He's quick. He doesn't cross that well, does he? He's not a good crosser of the ball.
He doesn't do it.
But he can get back. He can get back and make a recovery tackle.
He's not technically good. He's just literally quick.
He's okay at everything else. But he doesn't do it. But you see, when you can play that high line, even if your centre halves get beaten, you've got these fullbacks. Who are coming in.
That's exactly,
and that's what you need.
Yeah, that's exactly what Pep's got, by the way.
Yes, it is.
But even that, Pep's even now got fast centre halves. Akanji is fast.
Yeah, about to say Akanji.
Okay.
And Ake sort of, he's not a slouch. And Guavido's very
quick. He's
quick. So, but based on what you're saying there, Jay, you're actually making a case to keep Wan-Bissaka as well, because he's probably our best recovery defender at speed. Even though he likes to slide tackle, because if you're saying
Delot's quicker than him.
No, but
Delot was your best player last season.
Yeah, but if you think about it, though, is that Delot's going to find himself playing a lot at left back again next season. Watch. So Wan-Bissaka will come.
Because of Luke Shaw.
Yeah,
and his injury.
Because we're not going to be able to sell Luke Shaw injured. No one's touching him. Yeah. So we'll stop with Luke Shaw. We're hoping that Malassia's injury and he's back in training. I've seen he's put some videos out there. He's been with Rashi doing that, just getting himself back.
I'm hoping Luke's back.
But he comes back and he's injured again, mate.
You're right.
That's the problem.
Because look, what England have played 4 games.
Yeah.
Ain't featuring.
He ain't featuring.
That's the alarm bell right there, bro.
He shouldn't have went anywhere.
Yeah. We said
that's Northgate.
He should have been working on his fitness for the start of the season. That's what he should have been doing.
And he should have had enough self-awareness, Jay, to say to the manager, boss, listen, I'm still struggling here. I'm going to stay home.
Yeah.
and then you force Southgate to make a different decision. But he was willing to go. He fancied it with the lads. And so I'm saying, bro, you've given us nothing all season. You fancied it with the lads. You're not giving the lads anything either in a big tournament. So now we get this brother back in what state? God only knows. That way now you're saying my last year has to come back and be at something. Otherwise we're back to what we were last season. Unless we go out and get a left back. That's 3 left backs we got on the books. You know what I mean? It's not.
He's going to go out. I think they want a right back anyway. So
because if
Wan-Bissaka goes, you need a cover. You can't.
You need a player that can either play either side. Do you know what I mean?
And have the recovery pace like Jay's talking about, where they cut back and bail out. Yes, Sam, big up yourself, man. Ricardo, yeah, man.
He's actually come to watch any other business. Sweet chiller with sweet chiller.
You know what? It was on our table at Jancy's thing, and he knows football. You know, he had his thing.
No, he knows his football.
He knows football. You know,
he knows his football.
Well, Ricardo,
I said to Anne, I've got to get him on the show, obviously permission and all of that. You know what I mean?
He's got.
I think did he want to ask a question? I think.
Yeah.
Last time, is there a question?
I did have a question for Ricardo.
Okay, so Ricardo, listen to this. Ez, the money man, has got a question for you.
Yeah, I'm going to ask it. Okay, so Ricardo's a Liverpool fan, and I'm going to ask this question again. I asked him a while ago. He wasn't sure. What player do you want for Liverpool, Ricardo? Put it in the chat when you've got a minute. We'll continue talking, but we'll look out for your answer. Okay. Let's see what he says. Because since Kofi's not here.
I think he's gonna have to take his place.
Isn't it? Man, like Kofi, you know.
But yeah. Sorry, Jay. So you say, man.
Me?
Was it Jay?
I was talking about what Jay was saying about your left back and right back being being the one to recover when we do get spun with the high line. And so you need pacey guys that are great timers of the ball with slide tackles. You know what I mean? Because there'll be a lot of that if we go with 2 guys that are good with their heads, strong in one-on-ones, but not good on the turns. Otherwise, you're going to see a little bit. People say ball over the top. You know the ones.
Here's hoping.
Let it listen, you know. Yeah, man, I hear that, Ricardo.
You know what? Fair shout. That's fair enough.
Fair dues, man.
That's fair enough. I don't argue with that.
Bring him back, man. Bring him back.
Yeah, man. Fair dues. Yeah. So as I said, there's a lot of work. Listen.
Yeah.
Your structure is good. Yeah, your structure is good. But now it's about doing the right thing and getting.
Wait and see.
It's wait and see. I know these kind of Jay just with his Panama cigar and everything, just laid back and just.
It's only last week. Dean was called. Big D was calling them a clown show.
because this is what I'm saying, right? If anyone that's not went to the Euros that you want to move on, why am I not seeing this happening? They're not, because you can't use the Euros.
It's like listen, D, I'm in the same place.
I totally get the 1st of July thing with the money, but now we're on the 3rd of July, and all the players that I'm hearing that they need to go, and there's been don't forget we still got to get rid of Sancho and Greenwood.
All right, hold on.
Come on, man.
But they are doing deals for that though. You see that all the time.
Let me jump in.
Just before you come and jump in, D, what I'll say, D, is as before, we would hear a lot of talk coming out, a lot of leaks and all of that. Yeah. And I think Jay sort of said it in the chat that they're doing their thing, they're quietly going along, quietly doing the things. And there's a lot of things that they've come out. The guy from the ex-Chelsea guy, what's his name? Whatever his name is, yeah.
Christopher something. Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. I mean, it was just out of the blue. I mean, it's it's like, where did that come from? You know what I mean?
But this is the thing though, with that.
Move on this way. The other cult, they just
like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, because we knew that the man's that was on garden leave, we knew they were coming. So I wasn't overly concerned with the structure part. I think I said to you guys, I'm cool with the structure. It felt a little top heavy because I looked at that chart that Norman put up, and I thought you throw the Glazers in that mix, and then you throw a couple of. It's not just going to be 2 coaches. It's going to be another two or three more coaches with Van Nistelrooy and the other brother. So you got that coaching thing. You got Ten Hag. We know how stubborn he is, and I think Ten Hag, at points being told what to do, he might get his feelings a little bit, Jay. And I get it because he had Fergie power. And that was a dangerous thing about giving him Fergie power. But now he knows that, okay, I've gone back to maybe the Ajax model where he had to, like, you could say, yo, Eric, chill a second. Whoa, we're not doing that. He never had that last season. They just said, all right, yeah, go spend. So, things like Eddie's like mugging us off with, what's his name? Mason Mount and all that. Like, that's not happening under these guys. You know what I mean? It's not happening under these guys. Like, we're not going to get mugged off by Chelsea again with that Mason Mount deal or whatever. And I'm cool with that. But if you're telling me that you want to move 2 or 3 dead wood that didn't make the international squads, I'm like, why are they still here?
It's like with Arsenal. I mean, you're coming in as in a minute. It's like with Arsenal. I mean, you've got a couple of the guys like Nketiah, Reece Nelson, Vieira. They've all gone off to more of a training or whatever in Marbella or wherever it is. And, I'm thinking to myself, Nuno Tavares, Lokonga, I think Lokonga, there's a chance that he could end up going to Seville, but something like cut price, something like 12 million, something like that. I think that's the deal that they're talking about. So he's looking like he's on his way out. But like Nuno Tavares, he these guys, man, because I don't want to see them in pre-season training. Yeah, because you know what I mean? It's just
pre-season's next week,
2-3 weeks away.
Yeah, the week after.
You know what I mean? It's 2-3 weeks away, man.
And then I look at the teams coming up, and surely them teams coming up need a couple of players that Premier League tried and proven, even if they're not quite starting 11. So I'm like, sell a couple man to Ipswich. You got Kieran McKay down. There's a Man United man. Kieran, we got a couple of mans for you, man. We'll give you. We ain't gonna overprice because you're a brethren. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see getting done. Just get some off the wage bill.
Yeah.
It's not going to be huge money. We're talking 10, 15 million here and there to lose some of them because people are saying, oh yeah, you'll get 50 mil from McTominay. Who's paying 50 mil for McTominay? Stop that. This is what people like Saeed and them are saying, like, and KG the comedian. I'm like,
yeah, you're gonna get 50 mil. No.
Like, if you get a light 35 for Maguire, you're probably getting maybe get slightly more for McTominay because he's got what?
If Chelsea was selling McTominay, they would get 50 million.
Of course they will.
Yeah, they would.
They're ultimate. It's Todd Bowley.
Yeah.
That's the difference, though, Jay. Ezra's got them pound signs in his But hey, sorry. Just coming back to you, I know you wanted to make a point.
Yeah, no, I was just going to explain, especially because I know Vivell, because Vivell was working with us. And way earlier in this conversation, he was talking about Man United tax and how to get rid of it and things like that.
Yeah.
But the reason why I think you haven't got rid of a lot of players, I'm not sure, but also you're waiting to get the structure in place because these men that you're bringing in are here to handle the operation. They're not going to be told what to do by Jim Radcliffe. Once they're in, he steps back and handles his bit. He's the money man. And as much as he loves the game, as much as he loves football, he hasn't got the know-how to do these things. So these guys are coming in, and then what happens? I'm just saying what's happened at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Last summer, we got rid of 27 players last summer. Okay. Right. And it was all towards the end of the window too. And a part of it was because these guys come in and they've got a strategy and the links, the contacts. They got the big books. They wine and dine with people on how to get these players. Agents, they know agents that can get players off the books. Pulisic, Loftus-Cheek, Hudson-Odoi. How many players we got out the window last season? I can name them straight from what. Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, all gone because there were people that had that as their task day and night to move them on. If you do it now, D, maybe you do it, but you don't get the best for your buck. Now, maybe you get a little bit more with people that have the relationships with people. Same with people coming in. Vivell, I know Vivell for sure Okay, he's the type when the football season's going on and everyone's waiting for the transfer window to open, he's over in France, Germany, Bayern Munich, having dinners in Gauchos and Hawksmoor and then place there talking to the big bosses about what's going to happen come January, what's going to happen come summer. And that's going to help that price go from 60 million down to 40 million, you know, because that has been happening in the background. That's going to help when you're going in for players and there's no bidding war. It's boom, there's the money we spoke about. We already pre-agreed, boom, it's happening quickly. And that's what I think you've been waiting for. It's taken too long to get Dan Ashworth in position. And Vavell was a bit of a shock, but it's great.
Is he on a short-term thing?
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah. He's on a short-term. I think he will get permanent, won't it? I think it will stay though. The
aim is if it's
he's going to stay.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is probably me being naive, right? I'm assuming that when your team is that big, that you got like 400 burner phones in a closet somewhere that you be handing out to man's on gardening leave. I say, start making some calls, Jin, and just break that chip.
Yeah, but maybe they are these.
Yeah, maybe they are. Yeah. But it's what I'm saying.
No, but we don't.
I'm just like, use the burner phones, my brethren. It's cool.
Yeah, but D, you're expected to see something that's not even happening. Like it's not happening in cross football. There's obviously a deal here and there, but you're not seeing mass
happening at Chelsea.
They are the anomaly.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
yeah, but D, we're not there yet. But we're not there
That's
yet.
the thing. That's what I'm talking. Chelsea are able to do this, D, because like it or not, Bowley, even before these football men who are running back now, Bowley's actually stepped back.
Yeah.
But Bowley's such a maverick that he invited all the bosses from every club in the Premier League to a dinner so he can get to know him. So that when now, it's no shock that Aston Villa can do a deal for Maatsen whilst we take one of theirs when PSR's knocking on our door. It's no shock that we could sell Kai Havertz to Arsenal. It's no shock that we could sell Mason Mount to Man United because he's kind of
and all of this was done at arm's length, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
And this really was. Yeah, this is what I'm saying though. This is what I'm saying. I'm still having flashbacks from 8th with a -1. That's my big flashback right there, bro. And that's why I'm saying that we have lost so much pace last season.
Oh, D's not having the bar of it.
That this, in my mind, it feels like Dragon Hill. And Jason, this is why I love Jason, you know, because Jason's so positive with me. He really just pulls me out the miry clay and thing. Because, my Lord, I just have flashbacks to the foolishness that we're Man United. I don't want to see Haaland starting as our main striker. I don't want to see it. I think we will ruin this kid's career if we put him through that again after watching him at the Euros. So I'm saying, go get me a striker, and you might have to overpay. Unfortunately, Jay, it's not nice, but you just can't say, yeah, man, you're up. And they give him the number 9 shirt, put even more pressure on him.
But they won't overpay, though, D. They won't overpay.
No, say because
if they overpay for a striker, I wouldn't get him my feelings.
But D, who's there? The reality
but let's say there was one. Yeah. No, sorry, no. But let's just say there was one. I'll tell you why they won't overpay. Because Omar Barata's whole philosophy is you overpay once.
Yeah. You're gonna keep doing
it. Everyone comes back. Everyone comes. Yeah.
Everyone knows they will overpay. They're trying to set a precedent as this regime. Yeah. This is how we forget what they done before. Yeah. We are here now, and this is what we do.
Well, and remember, they're not going to overpay for anyone. Barada, who was the CEO at Man City, they will only pay if they don't like the price, they walk away. And that's the principle that he's bringing to Man United, which is really good because
it's the right thing.
You guys have been touched up too many times. Too many times, mate.
I think, Jason and D are a perfect split between Man United fans at the moment. Because some fans, this is such fresh air that, you know what, it can't be worse than what we've had. Yeah. And then some fans are so scarred about what the Glazers did and Ed Woodward and all of them that they can't even really, they're not going to believe it until they see it.
Yeah. It's almost like hold the shirt up, bro. You know what?
Yeah. I'm gonna be. Can you change your name to Doubting Thomas at the top?
Doubting Thomas, you know what? The real Doubting Thomas, big.
He's like, you can't treat me, mate. Yeah, I'm not buying it.
It's like,
I think the way D and I are is just the way football is and football fans are in general, right? You always find that across any club or any fan, and like with the Rashford thing, it turns out everything D said about it was, and you're gonna find that, you know, some people can be correct on some things, other people. That's why as football fans we banter, we laugh at each other, we joke, but at the end of the day we hug each other and have a drink. That's what it should be like.
That's it. Yeah, exactly.
That's what football's all about. That's what football's all about.
Yeah.
Sorry, in terms of finding a striker, as Ed said, the market right now is so limited with a decent striker. Now, look, the noise has calmed down on Ivan Toney. No one's really talking about it at the moment.
And the other guy as well. It's calmed down on the Napoli guy.
The Napoli guy,
Victor. But Jay, they wanted 140 euros, bro.
But that's come down now, though.
It's come down.
I think it's 100. I think it's 110 million is the buyout clause.
That's a lot, Norms.
Yeah, that's the buyout
clause.
What he wants in wages
is the wages.
Is insane.
Listen, now for Chelsea to walk away from that deal, you know there's a problem. You know there's a problem because if Chelsea walks away from that,
we're starting to walk away from a lot. We walked away from Elise as well.
Yep,
we're walking away from him.
Yeah,
but people need to see you walk away.
Yeah, true.
Then they know you're serious.
Yeah. Every time we see you, you're just always. I mean, you're Kane Chukwuemeka. Is it
Chukwuemeka?
Chukwuemeka, to pronounce it right. Now, there's a couple of clubs that are interested in him. I think they want to take him on loan. Yeah, but I think you're holding out something like 40 mil.
We told him go away or pay the 40 mil.
Yeah,
and we bought him for 20 mil.
Look at that. So if I really do believe that they will sell this guy, right, and get the money through.
And Gallagher.
Okay, the situation with Gallagher, because now I know Tottenham, the situation, because I know that Tottenham have just bought this young player, this 18-year-old
Archie Gray, good player,
good player. Attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
He could got a lot to learn, wearing the iconic 14 shirt, whatever that is, because for me, iconic 14 is Thierry Henry. Iconic for is David Ginola for Tottenham. They don't win anything, but it is what it is. But you know, I think they spent something like 40 million. I think the whole package, because Rodon went the other way. Yeah, Rodon went the other way.
It's about 30.
And then they're linked with they've got in they kept what's the guy that was on loan, and now they've got have they got him permanently now? The Werder Bremen guy. Oh,
who's that? Tottenham.
Oh, Timo Werner.
Timo Werner. Yeah. Have they got him on loan? Have they got him on loan?
They have him on loan.
Yeah, he was on loan. Yeah.
I'm not sure if
so are they taking him? Are they taking him?
They've got an option to get him for 15 million or something. So it's
right.
cheap.
So I think they might have bought him. I think they've done it.
I think they might have done it.
I think they've done it. So they've got him, and there's another player that they got.
Yeah.
And they're looking at another player. They're linked with another player from Rennes.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, he's a youngster. He's
about 18. It's about 18 or something like that. Yeah. I'm not seeing him. So just some of the transfer.
You see with you guys though, Norm. It looks like he's going to go with Havertz and get Havertz a backup striker. That's what it looks like.
That's what it's looking. That's what it's looking like. And this is where
you okay with that?
No, I'm not.
Sure. No,
I'm not okay with it. People say yes, we scored 89 goals, whatever it was last season and whatnot. I still, man, in those pivotal moments, you need that clinical striker that's gonna, you know, those games where touch and go, and somebody turns off. Because I'll tell you this now, Jesus ain't gonna do it. Where I think we lost the league was against Aston Villa at home, and he changed it up. So he decided that he's gonna play Havertz back in the number 8 role or wherever it was, or in that midfield, and play Jesus up front. Jesus right now just can't hit a barn door. You know, all season, last season, I don't think I probably can count on one hand how many goals this guy scored. And the thing about it is that we're going into this new season, and all the talk is that Havertz sees himself as that number 9 or that false 9. And if we do get a player in now, I'm hearing we're still linked with this Gokares guy from Sporting Lisbon, but listen, they might shock us and do it. I don't know, but if we do get him,
how much? No,
at least 100 million.
It's 100 million or 100 euros, 100 million euros.
I'm sure that's the clause.
I thought it was like
that's the release clauses.
I think it is, yeah.
Euros,
100 million euros.
100 million euros.
Yeah. Now, look. If we get him, at least he knows where the back of the net is, yeah? But obviously he's got to adapt to the Premier League. There's not a lot of... The strike amount is really depleted right now. As I said, Osimhen has gone quiet. Ivan Toney, everything's quiet with him at the moment. But as you say, listen, he might...
Maybe as well.
Here we go. Listen, that is... Hayes scored 4 and Ketcher scored 5. That's a whole season. That's a whole season. It's not enough for our backup strikers.
If you look at that, right, like especially with Jesus, it's almost like he's there because he's a mate of Arteta's. And be honest with you, you can't allow your mate to get you fired. Move him on. And then, I'm not being funny, but if you bring someone to the job, you say this brother ain't good at his job. Say, yo, D, you recommended me, And you say, listen, I'll have a word. And you have a word once or twice, and the man's still coming late to work. You say, yeah, fire him, man, because he ain't getting me fired. It's moving on.
And maybe when I go back to a couple of shows when Jay said, like, he's got a funny feeling that Arsenal might not be in the running, it could be down to just maybe us not getting that clinical striker. Listen, we've got the platform that we've built so far to get a second place twice in a row. Very good. Keep going, FC. Have a go, FC, and all of that. You know what I mean? Eventually, we will get over the line. When that will be, I don't know. Right? But I'm just thinking, you need that. There's other positions, but I think it's that striker that we need to maybe get us over the line.
But this is what you don't want, Norm, because Jay's telling me we are clearly coming.
Yeah.
What you don't want is us to arrive and you still ain't won a title, bro.
Yeah.
Once we arrive, you ain't winning the titles, Norm. I'm sorry to tell you this.
Listen, say it with chest. No, say it with chest, bro.
Because the organisation will be actually run right.
And this is the worry because teams are, improving around us. The new managers that are coming in. Listen, Brighton got one of the youngest managers coming in. He likes to play. He just got his Bundesliga League 2 side up to the Bundesliga, winning the title. All he plays is attacking football. So you're going to see that attacking football from Brighton. He's only 31, and he's going to be working with players that are older than him. He was asked the question, how are you going to deal with that? He just says, listen, I'm here to do a job, and if I can get my philosophy over to them in a in a calm, that wasn't the exact words he used, but just to say, look, I'm the boss, regardless of my age. Yeah. So I'm trying to get over a style of play that I want you. So I know from reading some of the articles on him that his previous team played attacking football. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. And I suppose when you look at Man United, when you've seen the 2 seasons where Ten Hag says that I haven't got the players to do this now. Yeah. With that structure in place now, the Dan Ashworth and all their mans are saying, listen, these are the players we believe that can play the style of football that we want to see. And it's not that Ten Hag can't play that style of football because he did it with Ajax. Yeah.
Well, I think I was this is what I was thinking, and I don't know if Jay agrees with this. I actually think with this structure is gonna buy and set a way of playing that if Ten Hag fails, it doesn't matter that the players that we brought in, because the next man that comes in and will know how to work with these players. This is the thing that I'm getting.
That's 100% what they did. That, in fact, they told you that's what they did.
Yeah,
they told you that's what they did.
Yeah,
we're not buying players because that manager likes that manager. That manager.
You're buying for the club's philosophy, and that's why you need football people upstairs that understand the game and the philosophy you want to play. Yeah. Yeah. And that makes sense because if you move a manager on, it is business as usual almost, just with a better gaffer.
Well, just think where we've gone from David Moyes. It didn't really have David Moyes. Then we had Jose Mourinho. No, Van Gaal.
Van Gaal, Louis, Louis.
Van Gaal bought a load of players.
Yeah.
Then we had Jose after Van Gaal.
Brought some players.
Totally different players.
Yeah.
Then you get Ollie. Ollie brings in whatever. You don't know what Ollie's philosophy was.
Yeah.
And then we get to Ten Hag. And then Ten Hag just brings in the mates.
Yeah.
So then we're in this position where it's like
another
manager comes in. You don't want half of them guys.
No.
And then you're back to you're back to that like where you're looking back and go, yo, that's like 600-700 million.
That's why you spend 1.1 billion pound on nothing.
Exactly.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
On no league, not even one league at a 1.1 billion. But that's scandalous, isn't it?
Basically, I'll tell you what Man United have done. Yeah, they've went and got a load of construction workers out. Yeah, built the biggest 1 billion pound house. Yeah, and they go, hang on a minute, we forgot the foundations.
Yeah, right. or the roof.
Or the roof. Understand? The very basics. And that's why over these last 20 years, especially over the last, say, 10 to 15 years,
not 20.
You're 20. Everything from top to bottom on the field of play literally just crashes all the time. It just falls down. And you've got the money men that were making it. When I say money men, the financial guys that didn't have no footballing knowledge.
The Bristol University bankers, Norman. That's what I call them.
Now, as I said, you're now building a proper. For me, I'm looking at this and thinking, bro, they are fixing up now. They're building a foundation. They're building from the bottom up. Yeah, and that sounds crazy.
It's not even like they came from Oxford. They bloody came from Bristol.
Bristol University, and I'm not knocking Bristol people. I got some nice brethren out there.
Yeah, I've got some nice friends in Bristol, so yeah.
But it's like, come on, man.
Bristol's a great city. What I'm saying is, you ain't even gone out. You didn't even go to the elite university for
right, Oxford or Cambridge. You didn't go either of them.
What went to mine?
Listen, we've talked a lot. We've talked a lot about transfers and the old Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, and whatever. Listen, the window is slowly starting to pick up. The teams are now starting to go on from the Euros, and since we are on the Euros, I want to talk about these two points 2 and 3, and that's basically woeful England scrape through to quarterfinals. They need to fix up. They got Switzerland next, and want to put this one in here. Is Jude getting a little bit too big for his boots as he digs out his detractors? That was my thumbnail for the show. So I just want to get your thoughts on that England game against Slovakia. For me, Slovakia looked more like they should have basically won that game. Yeah, if they had somebody that was potent in front of goal, they played much better than them. They looked more technical than England. England, from what I understand, England. In terms of players, I think Jude Bellingham and what's his name, Declan Rice, is worth more than the Slovakian team put together.
That's bad, isn't it?
Right? It's mad, yeah. And you got these guys, and it's got worse. This is the thing about it. It got worse since the Denmark game. Listen. Jude came up, done his business, fantastic overhead kick. And then an assist from Ivan Toney, and Kane gets his goal to win the game. But in the 95th minute, with about 30 seconds or so to go, England pull it out of the bag.
Couldn't make it up.
Scraped through,
but they were
terrible. And I think that's the latest that England have scored in normal time. Yeah,
it was their first shot on target. 95th minute. Are you kidding me?
They only had 2 shots. They only had 2 shots on target for the whole game.
There you go.
This is what I'm saying. I'm like, and this is where I feel that Jude is a little bit sensitive because he can't be that delusional to think that they played well enough to have won that game.
Yeah, and he said that.
Don't criticize me.
Yep.
I am him and all that nonsense.
Listen, when he scored that goal, he gestured.
I saw that all that gesturing, and
I am the one, and then he done the other thing with putting his hand out.
Grabbed his crutch
and all of that business. And I'm just thinking to myself, you didn't play well, accept the criticism. You did not play well. The only time you played well was the first game, and that was the opening game against Serbia. Other than that, okay.
Yeah, it was almost like 30-minute patch where he played well. He hasn't played well all tournament.
He was the best
of the bad bunch.
Right. But
thank you. So I'm just reading the comment. Thank you.
Yeah, and I said this, and people saying, and people are criticizing Minor, you know.
I know,
and I'm saying, wow. This is why I didn't want him to go, Jay. This is exactly why I didn't want him to go.
This is why when England equalised, I was really upset. I wanted Manu home.
Yeah, exactly.
Him to come home.
Get some rest.
Season starts again soon. These guys need their rest, man.
Listen, Saka. Yes, listen, he ended up playing at left back. I mean, I don't know what.
Wow.
He played. It worked. I'm not saying it didn't work. But what I'm trying to say is
Saka hasn't had a good tournament.
Huh?
So
no, he hasn't at right back. No, he hasn't had a good tournament at right wing.
A lot of those England players haven't had a good tournament.
But why?
Personally, the people coming off the bench, the likes of
football is
the likes of Cole Palmer. It could be that. Too much football.
I think too much football with a poor coach.
I'm not even buying that. Yeah. I'm not even buying. You know why? Because you look at the other teams, Germany, Netherlands, France, and I'm not even saying France look that good. I don't think France look that good. Yeah,
terrible. France look terrible.
But they are not looking like England. England
are the worst team to watch in the.
And they've had the easiest. They've had all the players, all the teams.
They got the easiest route to the final, like they is.
Right. At least the other teams are coming up against people that are genuinely got high caliber in their squads. Yeah, I'm saying that. I think Gareth Southgate, if it's one or two players or 3 or 4 players that look out of shape, maybe you go, all right, they're tired, or whatever. But when it's the whole team, you have to look at the gaffer. Otherwise, what's the gaffer's job? What's the gaffer got to do? Do you know what I mean? If it's the whole team,
if you look at that level as sorry, Jay, go on, sorry.
No, go on, Dave. Sorry.
No, if you look at tournament football, right? Like where you're saying that you're basically you drag the creme de la creme to that tournament.
Yeah.
And you're watching the players talk to each other on the pitch, clearly frustrated.
Yep.
Those players should be able to go to the gaffer and say, Gaffer, listen, this is the third game we're doing this. It ain't working. Can we? Because we're doing this in basketball. We're like, listen, you keep going zone. We need to go man to man. Like, they're killing us in the zone, Gaffer. And they were like, I'm looking at it, but I'm saying we're a little bit small. Don't matter, Gaffer. We have to go man to man. And this is what I'm not seeing. I don't think they're allowed to say to him, Gareth, can we just take the handbrake off, mate? Just give it a go.
They're playing with the handbrake on. You know, I can't.
It's wild to watch. You know, it's mad.
I mean, he came out. Jude came out and said that, you know, in that game, he says he felt that, you know, we played all right. I'm like, what?
Who's that? Who said that?
Jude.
No. But they're all under media training, you know.
I know some media training.
Listen,
the thing with England, they're Moments FC right now. Yeah, they're just Moments FC, and I'm looking at the likes of. All right, listen, Austria, I had them. I thought they were going to fall, but listen, Turkey done a number on them last night.
Yeah,
okay.
And
the save from the keeper, the Turkey keeper to make it. I was thinking, my gosh,
that was a save, wasn't it? That was a
save. Wow. But you know, you look at these players. I mean, you talk about system football. You can see there's a plan, and you can see there's a style of play. Yeah. England, I can't. I look at Slovakia. I can see a style of Serbia. I can see a style of play. Austria, I can see a style of play. Spain definitely can see a style of play. Yeah, but when it comes to England, it's like, and they big them up. They big them up so much and saying, "Oh, you know that apparently England have the best squad in the tournament." Bro,
but no, man. Last season, when Manchester United had no style of play, who gets criticised for it?
The coach.
The coach. Who comes under pressure? The coach.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what's his job? What is his job?
What is he do? What else does he do?
Yeah.
What else
He's muddled his way through this whole tournament, so up to this point. Yeah. And they play Switzerland, and Switzerland look well organized, and they look like they can score goals. Right? And I'll tell you what, mate, if they turn up, because Switzerland are a better side than Slovakia. If they turn up playing like that,
Well,
because it's like, oh look, we go to the next
Switzerland-
game. Get out of here, man. Come on, man.
This is the problem I have. Right? And I love Jude. I think what Jude gone to Real Madrid, talked about on the show before, how amazing it is. But this modern, I think when you're this young as well, and you've had this much success, it's almost getting to his head a little bit.
Well, of course.
And that's why I was asking the question:
Right.
Is it getting a bit too big, or is it just because
It's getting to his head a little bit.
or is it?
Clearly, he's a confident kid, right?
Yeah.
And that's what's helped take a confident kid with ability. But it's not just him, to be honest with you. It's the whole, like, I listen to Kane, I listen to
Rice as well.
All of them. I listen to all of them.
Nonsense, isn't it? What they're saying.
This is utter ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Because these same players, when Jude Bellingham is being lauded all season, is this unbelievable player. Does he ever come out and say, "Stop praising me"?
No,
exactly.
He never does it.
It's too much praise, guys. It's too much praise. Stop it.
They never say anything.
Yeah.
They're not going at him. Look at his misses. Ha 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 ha. They're not doing any of that stuff. They're just saying you didn't play well.
Yeah.
What's so wrong with that? What are they supposed to say? What do they want the ex guys to say when they put out performances like they've been putting out?
Yeah.
What are they supposed to say?
It's exactly what I think Shearer was saying it. He says, so I'm supposed to come onto the BBC and just lie. I'm getting paid to lie now.
It makes no sense.
It's like, I'm not bashing. I'm saying it wasn't a good game to watch. And he actually said, I've played in games where we weren't good to watch. So when I heard it from the pundits, I didn't throw my tennis out of the cot and kick my hotel room door off. I said, they was right, we were shocking. And we got away with it.
Sometimes I look at some of these performances and I just think, what's going Foden? We look at this player that they said was so amazing last season. Who is this guy on the pitch? You look at Jude Bellingham for 2.5 games. You're like, this guy was the best player.
Harry Kane.
He's up for a Ballon d'Or. Harry Kane looks atrocious. Declan Rice. If you told me Declan Rice was £100 million,
you'd be having a laugh. You're having a laugh.
You're having a bubble and squeak.
Yeah.
But he almost looks like a different player that plays for you. It's not like the same player that plays for Arsenal.
Every player, pretty much, apart from Mainu, who mainly just comes on and just does his own stuff. Listen to that coach, man. They say, "Yo, just give me the ball."
He's doing it in training as well. He's doing the training videos now.
Yeah,
of Mainu. He's doing a madness in training.
But what I'm saying to you, as Ed said, it's got to be the coach. It's got to be the coach. I mean, if they showed, I don't know if you've seen it on Instagram. I think you posted a couple of, I think Jay or D posted a couple of like satire stuff of
the England fans
Rice getting the ball and go yep looking forward, and then he passes it to the side, and then Stone gets it and he passes it back. It's just like funny, get the ball forward. Get the ball.
So that's what Maguire used to do.
Why don't they play triangles and get the ball right?
If you look at Jude as well, when Jude drops deep to get the ball, he's taking way too many touches. Like the ball moves quicker than his body. So why aren't you playing the ball forward rather than what sometimes 5-6 touches? You're like, bro, it's too many touches.
We're playing so bad though. Jude and Harry are dropping deep.
Yeah, exactly. Both of them to get on the ball. But
we're playing
listen, the cheek of it, let me just come in there, and I want to say something. The cheek of it is when he decides to bring on, and I know he wasn't happy because he came out in his press conference and said it. Southgate or Northgate came out in his press conference and said, "Oh, Ivan Toney wasn't happy with me because I only brought him."
Yeah, he mugged him off, didn't he?
Mugged him off, man. But I'll tell you what, when he came on, you saw the difference because he ran the channels, he held the ball up, and
got the assist.
You saw it in the first game when they brought Ollie Watkins on.
Ollie Watkins, same thing. Yeah.
Ollie Watkins went straight away on the shoulder of the defender, ran him behind.
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying. There's teams that we was finding it hard to break down because we was always playing our football in front of them. Playing football in front of me. As soon as
easy for the centre backs.
Why not bring in Ollie Watkins? What's your fear? And now the thing is,
this is the whole thing about the tournament and the squad norm.
No, but I'm saying because Kane now got the winning goal now, you know he's going to go and start.
He starts again, yeah.
He starts again.
It's
too bright to drop this guy.
To be honest with you, right? If I'm all 100, I wouldn't drop him. But if I'm playing him, I've then got to give him an opportunity to play football. So I've got to put people around him who's running in behind and doing all this. So the way they play Kane and the way England plays, it's a waste of time in being on the football pitch.
It does, yeah.
So if you're going to play like that, just don't bother playing. It's a waste of time in being on the pitch.
Here's the wild thought. If you're insisting on playing Kane every game, then you should have bought Rashford and Sterling. There you go.
Yeah.
But that's the truth, though. If Kane's your guy and you're sticking with him as the captain's armband, you should have bought Sterling and Rashford to play alongside him, because that's when you see him more effective. With them,
because those guys naturally, listen, they like to beat a man.
They stretch.
Yeah. So he doesn't have to keep coming deep no either.
Saka cuts in. He's got playing out on the right. His left foot cuts in. You got Foden, who should really normally plays in the number 10 role or plays. Yeah. What does he do? He cuts in. He's been ineffective.
Yeah.
Every single game that Foden has played in, he's been ineffective, and that's down to Southgate. Because he's a totally different player when it comes to Man City. So
but you see how much he drifts from as well,
and it's the system. Say it again, sorry, D.
You see how often Foden drifts to the middle.
Yeah, but
there's nothing happening.
But then he's playing in the space of where Bellingham is.
Bellingham should be playing. Yeah.
And that's why I think somebody said it in the chat, Bellingham should play alongside Rice or play.
Who was that last week? No.
Yeah.
Play Bellingham in the pivot.
In the 10. And play a natural wide player.
Whether it be Gordon or Eze, you play out on the left.
Honestly, I think it'd be criminal for England to drop Kobe Mainoo. Criminal. And I'm not being biased because he's a Man United fan. He's the only player who's tried to make them tick.
Yeah.
He's the only player who's gone on who's tried to play football. Guys driving forward. Them men are playing him tick, tick, tick. And he gets the ball and he says, look, I'm tired of this. Drops his shoulder, in, beat a man, tries to think he fast. That's something. He's trying to do something positive.
Yeah.
He's trying to just create, innit?
He lost the football one time. Yeah. The guy don't lose the ball.
And that's what certain people remember, the one time he lost the football. They almost dismissed all that creativity that he did.
Exactly.
To push the ball forward.
And he gets
criticised. Oh, yeah. When he gave the ball away, I said, come on, man. One time, that's what you're bringing up.
I just say a lot of these England players, especially the so-called top ones, they're too protected. And as soon as you say anything against them, they live in a bubble. Yeah, because when they're playing for their clubs, various clubs, I'm sure when Bellingham's playing for Real Madrid, you think they're going to let him get away with certain things?
Not a chance.
Real Madrid will let him know.
Yeah. Right now, he's the golden boy in Real Madrid, but that don't last for long in Real Madrid, man.
No, it doesn't. No, there's always the next. You have to remember who's coming in, Jay.
Exactly.
The two players that are coming in right now.
Exactly.
It's like people say, does Jude even start once these two come into the team?
Yeah.
Does he come off the bench for Real Madrid? So there's a. I think you know what it is, right? And you have to remember how young these guys are as well.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just seeing.
Yeah, he's got that weird lip thing going on, isn't it? It's his worse than mine. It's funny, man. Like, brother, what did he say? Yeah, it's so funny, brother. But
oh boy,
this is the thing in life, right? Like it's just like how we get appraised at work for what we do. It's exactly the same thing in sports, where if there's something off that you're we've all sat in appraisals and not agreed with the boss or his boss and said, well, okay, well, come out, like for me and Norman, come out in the field then and see what I do in the field, and then I think you'll have a different aspect of what I bring to the table. But cool, I'll tell you that. If you think that's what it is, same in basketball. When I led the team, there's always more expected of me. So when I had a bad game, they're writing about me. He weren't at it today. No Big D was on that fried chicken over the weekend, but he just weren't at it today. I got to take that on the chin because I'm the guy. I'm the one that playing England schoolboys and all that. So when I come back to my local club, no, he plays for England. No, you got to do better than that. And so I had to take that. I didn't know, well, they're talking about me again. No, I got to be him. I have to be him because they're looking to me to say, bro, we need you to do that. So when we're saying to Jude, bro, you're supposed to be him right now. Everyone's talking about you being the next England captain. If that's the case, then put this team on your back and carry them. not just a goal in the 95th minute. Come on, man. That's like
This is some proper jokes about Southgate. You know, all them memes going around. But I think Southgate's got to the point now where I think even he knows.
Yeah,
and he's seen
out of his depth.
I can't stay here anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, look. The 30 seconds it was about to lose his job, man, and then he said, "Why do you do that, Jude, man? Why?"
England won't sack him. England won't even sack him.
No,
they let him walk. Yeah, they'll let him.
Yeah, they'll say mutual. Yeah, mutual.
They'll let him walk.
Be all respectful.
They've got a big game coming up. Is it this Saturday or Friday? I can't remember when.
Saturday, 5 p.m.
Saturday.
5 o'clock.
Saturday.
Yes, that's right. Yes, yeah.
I will be there.
Saturday, 5 p.m. If England wins that game, they go through to the semi-finals. Who would they meet potentially in the semi-finals? Who are the two teams?
I'll tell you who they meet.
Just map before we go to any other business. Let's map our way. If England was to make it through to the finals, who would they meet potentially?
England would meet in the semi-finals. Netherlands or Turkey.
Ooh.
Okay. Ooh, Turkey.
Good game. That's a good game.
France. That's gonna be a mad one. So France. Hold on a bit. I thought Germany was playing Spain.
Germany are playing Spain. Portugal's playing France.
That's right.
Yeah. I'll put this in this.
I think both this game. These Friday games.
Stick in the chat, Jay. Yeah.
Is it one game on Friday or more than one game? I don't even know.
What's that?
Is there more than one game on Friday, Norms? Is it just one game?
I
can't remember how they were doing it now with the format. Whether they're doing like a 5 o'clock and the 8 o'clock, then a 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock on
Friday the 5th of
July. Saturday.
No, it's two games. So 5
two
o'clock.
Games. Okay.
Yeah, so 5 o'clock kickoff Spain Germany, and then 8 o'clock Portugal France. That's going to be the Spain Germany game. I'm looking forward to.
I just stuck it in our WhatsApp group. This is our sweepstake chart from work. That's our
okay.
Well, I just got dumped with Austria, innit? I was doing all right with Austria, you know.
I got dumped with Belgium.
Did you?
Yeah.
You see, Belgium, Jay, they're a team that got some bad boys, and they just don't get it over the line, do they? It's like they just don't sink. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. It's De Bruyne. Apparently, De Bruyne got really upset about them asking about the golden generation, and he stormed out the interview or something.
Yeah. He did.
Quite a few times you saw him having a go at Lukaku on the pitch. They were going at each other quite a few times, like where he expected Lukaku to lay it back and he didn't. He shot or whatever, and Kevin was going at him. So like, that man clearly don't get on.
But you know, they'll make this out. They'll make this out like it was success. Oh, you know, England got to the quarterfinals. You know, got to the knockout. Got to, if they lose in there, like, England got to the quarterfinal. Listen, at the end of the day, England have been atrocious this whole tournament.
Yeah,
atrocious.
There's teams that have gone home that deserve to be still in it. You know what I mean? On performances like the Austria game the other night. It's yeah.
So the first game is on Friday. No, first game is on Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, Friday, 1700. Friday. Yeah, 1700. I don't know if I was in charge of the media final. He would send the boys.
Spain, Germany. There's two really good games on Friday, man. Spain, Germany.
Yeah, heavy.
Portugal, France. Heavy.
I'll tell you,
Spain with the form have been, their form's been good, Norms.
Well,
Spain, they play some good football.
Form, and there's one of the guys as part of that form is this guy,
This brother,
Yamal.
16.
What a player, 16.
Wow.
Madness,
what?
Isn't it?
Ez, I mean, Ez, I know you've done the football thing and all of that business, man. What are you saying about this guy, this 16-year-old from
do you know
Barcelona?
what? Yeah? With him, he's doing what the old school wingers used to do. You know, I'm talking Aaron Lennon's and them man there. Just freely run at your man and deliver. Now we're all, it's almost too positional play, cutting and that and this and that, and on and off the ball formations. And this kid is just allowed to be a kid and enjoy his football. Yeah. And that's developing him. to maybe when it is time to mature up and these system stuff. At the moment, he's just been told, listen, you're having a good year, just go and run.
He's strong though as well. You said the guy's strong as well. And the ball that he put in for I can't remember who scored the goal. His assist when he I think he took the free kick, and because they even allowed him to take the free kicks as well. And then from the free kick,
that's
he
mad.
places this cross.
But even the older ones are looking at him like, you know what? He's 16, but he's playing like a man, so we're going to treat him like.
Give him that respect.
Do you think he will continue in that? You know, sometimes you see all these wonder kids and whatever. Do you think, obviously, being with Barcelona, he will obviously be with them for a good couple of years? I mean,
it comes down to the management. I think he was he was managed well under Xavi. Xavi needs credit for this.
Yeah,
Xavi put his arm around that kid and said, I'm going to give you a chance. Same for Pedri. Same for some of them other.
Yes, what's up?
Some of these guys we wouldn't know of if Xavi didn't breed them through Barca the last season and a half. You know what I mean? And now they're getting look-ins in the first team Spain team, and they're here now. So you know what? It now depends on the continuation of his development. Years like Rashford at 16, 17 was doing a madness. Scoring on debuts for England and club and all them things there. But management after that wasn't consistent. Dele Alli. Think about Dele Alli.
Oh, look at I mean, he's at the moment, I mean, he would have been a top player.
But then something happens in that mid. So it comes down to development and then to the stage where he can stand on his own too. You know, and know his game. And it doesn't matter who's managing and whatever. He's like, So it's a long. In 10 years, he's still only 26.
Yeah,
mad.
Yeah, but if you look at that, look what you said there is this is what I said about Rashford.
16. I can't believe the guy's 16. He's playing for the country.
I think he's 17. I think he's 17 soon.
So,
To the stage where if the game goes into extra time, he needs to be subbed off because it's illegal for him to play after 11 p.m. Serious. Serious.
Is it?
Wow.
Because he's under 18.
Yeah, it should be his bed in it.
He's under 18. It's illegal for him to play. It's called working after hours.
You know what it is? I'll tell you what, if he did end up playing, you know, after 11 p.m., I don't want to see his mother coming on the pitch with a belt, you know what I mean?
Someone's in big trouble if he plays after that time. Is it seriously, the Spain Federation, because I think it's a German rule.
Yeah,
and because they're working in Germany and they got all permits for this, it breaches that.
Yeah. Wow, madness.
Yeah, man, it's mad.
Just want to finish on this last night before we go to any other business. Ronaldo.
What no?
It's mad to watch, isn't it?
The
the whole crying thing.
Hard back man. Yeah, big 39-year-old hard back man.
No, this is what I saw.
It's all about him.
No, you see when he was crying,
the whole day was all about it. It's a Ronaldo show, the whole game.
But you see when he missed a penalty, right? Well, you know when he missed a penalty and then he was like inconsolable. Apparently, they showed a thing. His mum was in the box and his mum was bawling. That's why he started to bar, because he felt like he really let his mum down. And I was like, yo, bro, if you're that emotional, just retire, mate. Because I can't see my mum crying and no one's died and I start to cry. I'll be like, whoa. I'll be concerned that she's crying, but I'm not going to start crying. I'm like, Mum, why are we crying right now? But apparently she was bawling in the box. So that's why he started crying.
It depends on you, though, because I'm an emotional guy. So if my mum was bawling, it probably made me bawl.
So do you think he looked up and saw his mum crying? Or
that's what they're saying, that he saw his mum crying and it triggered him.
No.
Because he missed the penalty and she felt like...
I think it's the other way around. I think she's bawling because he's crying.
Because he's crying. Probably, yeah.
I think she's crying because she's crying.
Yeah.
That's the way I think.
I couldn't believe it, man. Could not believe it.
But you know what? I just don't understand the whole thing. Even that game, the man is on every single free kick from every single angle.
Brother, let me tell you
he
something.
Can't make them, can he?
They panned a couple of times. They panned the camera to Bruno.
I bet he's streaming, wasn't he?
Because Bruno's like, what? Yo, well,
but that's why I think that's why Bruno took the penalty the way he did. You know, Bruno
he didn't do his normal.
Nah, he just came
up to say, yo, have some of that.
Because if you think about it, it has to be Bruno's team now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what are they doing if it's not Bruno's team?
It's not going to happen. To be anyone's team. It'd be like same with Argentina. Well, it's difficult if you've got Messi and Ronaldo. They're in the spaces of not just the game of football.
Yeah.
It's like LeBron. LeBron James, his son, is now drafted to the Lakers at the number 55.
55,
overall pick. They talk about the 55th overall pick more than they talk about the number 1 pick.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's all a thing.
No one ever talks
nepotism.
About the 55th pick.
You know what I mean? Come on, man.
But it's LeBron James.
No one ever talks about the 55th pick, Jay. In American sports, but this man is on every back page, on every social media. It's like, what is going on here? Let Bronny breathe.
Can I just come back to the Austria? The what's the name game between Portugal and Slovenia in that game? Do you think the Slovenians just took bad penalties, or was Costa just brilliant?
Nah, Costa was brilliant, no. He's a good goalkeeper.
3 penalties in a row, brother.
That's a good keeper.
They were good saves, They were good saves,
They were very good saves, no.
Yeah.
They weren't awful penalties.
That's what I'm saying.
They weren't awful penalties.
Just get your idea on that.
And I spoke about him before we got Onana.
He's the Atletico goalkeeper, isn't he?
No.
Yeah.
Porto. Is it Porto?
Porto, yeah. I spoke about him.
It's all black. Is it all black?
All Black's Atletico.
Yeah. Right. But I spoke about him. But they were saying that to prize him away with a Costas peas, Jay. Like to break his contract and all the rest of it. Right. So that United kind of went, there's no value in the market there. But he's a bad man. He's a good goalkeeper, man. He's a good goalkeeper. And he's been like that for a few years now. He's been at that levels where I think he could play in the Premier League. You know what I mean? Mm. And I think if a Alisson or a what's the one at City? Edison dip. But don't be surprised if Liverpool or Man City go after Diego Costa and just pay the money, whatever it is, to break his
goodness me, Messi numbers. That's
wild, isn't it? Absolutely wild.
That's mad. 8
Ballon d'Ors, you know. That's scandalous, isn't it?
No, man. More goals and assists in games.
But he was winning Ballon d'Or. He won a Ballon d'Or. The last one he won, I don't think he should have been anywhere near winning it.
Craig, get if you can put Ronaldo's stuff up there if you can do that.
That is mad, you know.
I think Ronaldo's got 6 Ballon d'Ors, is it?
Something like that. Yeah, it's around that.
He's got more goals. He's got more goals than Messi.
They're both aliens, but
they are.
Messi, to have more goals and assists combined than games played is
44 trophies as well as
insane.
Yeah,
that's not right.
It's not.
That's
Brother, not right.
And he's got the World Cup in there.
So it's actually a good shout from Ricardo, man.
Bad boy.
That's a good shout, Ricardo. It's a good shout, mate.
Yeah, very good shout, Ricardo. If you're still listening,
I think he's thinking. I think Ricardo's got his business acumen head on because the shirt sales alone.
Exactly.
Like
that's right. If you're listening, Ricardo, become the CEO.
Good shout.
Become the CEO. Okay, people. Before we have any other business, please hit that like button. Please, only 6 likes. Please, while you can, hit that like button.
He got to get his milk and his thing.
His business.
And the chilies in it.
So hit that like button. If you haven't hit the like button already and you're watching, please hit the like button. Please, I beg you do. Thank you. Thank you. Right. So look, we've come to any other business. Ez has gone away to go and get exhibit B or exhibit A and B and C. And you'll see what we're talking about. So over the year, we've been running the what's going on prediction league table, and Kofi won it.
Yeah, Kofi won it, man.
I think Chile came second. Big D, you came third.
Yeah.
I came fourth, and Ez came fifth. And last season, and I'm saying the season before, Ez came fifth again.
Yeah, he did.
And Ez was meant to honor that the season before by eating a chili live on TV. All right. Now he was meant to get a Scotch bonnet, people. He was meant to get a Scotch bonnet, but his dear Arsenal wife turned around and said to him, "You can't have no Scotch bonnet." But he's got one of those. Now he's got to eat all of that. Yeah,
mate.
Now I don't know how hot it is. I don't know.
It says medium heat. I'll take that.
It's medium heat. Don't do it, Ez. You got some supporters. You got some supporters in the chat. We're about to see Ez eat his chili. Now, Ez, how many of those chilies have you got?
I mean, I've got one large one.
Yeah, just run a large one, Ez. Don't mash up yourself, man.
Thank you very much.
Honestly, bro. Don't mash up yourself, man.
How do they
These
measure
nice,
the?
these nice, you know. This
is massive. This is like.
Can I ask you a question? How do they measure the heat thing?
Well, I think it's only out of 3. So there's hot, medium, and mild. So
which one you got?
Don't do it.
Where's that on the Scoville scale?
He said don't do it. He said yes, Leah.
No, it was the Liverpool supporter.
Oh, it was that.
Jay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make her eat one.
I'm gonna do it unless I feel like I'm going into a bad mode. I'm gonna do it. And I'm
right. So you got your milk. So Ez, the rule is, okay.
Who's timing?
D, can I ask you to time a minute from Ez puts all of it and eats it, and then he drinks his milk?
Surely it's as long as I'm eating it. What's going on?
No.
For a minute. What's going on here? The goalposts are moving.
Michelle says, "I can't watch. You should have got tomatoes.
I should have pretended in it. This is a tomato. I'm good. I'm good.
You're good, bro, not me.
All right.
So
I'll start it.
So hold on a second. So Ez, so if you take a large bite out of that, start chewing it, and you got a minute to chew that before you drink some milk.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, and then I expect you to eat the whole chili.
No.
We're gonna try.
Bro, what are you talking about? Listen, it's 2 years. Hold on. Listen. Hold on a second. Yo. That's 2 years. That's 2 years worth.
Hold on. Look.
Right. Give us a case. Give us your case, Ez. Why you
should my forfeit, okay?
Yeah.
I will eat this chili for a minute, okay? Yeah, and digest for a minute, okay?
And then drink your milk.
Then drink my milk. That is
fair
it.
enough. Yeah, fair enough. Mate.
So Big D, how do I get a big screen? How do I do the big screen thing? All right.
Well, I'm just gonna put this like that. I'm gonna put it to the hold on.
So this is shocking. Uncle Ez, I can't watch either.
I'm glad I got the people support, man.
You got some supporters there. Torture. There's some stuff coming in from the chat. Torture.
Yeah, when you're ready, Ez, I'll just tap, man.
Right. When you take that large bite after the countdown. Ready? In the chat, everybody, let's count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
Go on, Ez. Come on, mate. Take another bite. Go on, mate.
No.
You got this, Ez. He's taking bites, though.
It's the seeds.
Yeah, the seeds are wild.
It's the seeds, mate. It's the seeds.
It's real red chili. Look, real red chili. It's real.
No, brother. 30 seconds, Ez. You're good.
Come on, Ez. Come on, bro. You can do it. It's worth it all.
2 more bites. 2 more bites.
Come on. You can do this.
Oh, get in there, Ez. Go on, mate.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Don't. Make sure you don't.
4.
One more bite, Ez. One more bite. 2, last bite, Ez. Last bite.
Drink your milk, bro. Drink your milk.
Oh, come on.
Drink your milk, bro. Not me, star.
No, that's enough now. That's a minute.
Right, according to Raymond, apparently
is that Jancy?
Yeah, she just told me. How's your mouth feeling?
Look, Raymond said it's like a sweet pepper.
Raymond said it's like a sweet pepper. That's not nothing. He's drinking.
Now, if you got the seeds though, boy, if the seeds are gonna mess you up.
Seeds.
Yeah, man.
It's the seeds. Oh my gosh, Chanel. More milk, please.
Nah, that's not me, man. My stomach would be mash if I did that madness. I'd be going A&E. Not me, Aya.
Yo, listen, can you see my eyes?
Yeah, nah, bro, that's good, man.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I'm not losing next year. Yo!
Well, Ez, I tell you what, the way to get around not losing next year is keep predicting.
I'm not losing next year. I blame Chelsea. I finished the milk apparently.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
I'm alright. But the pepper in the back of the mouth, it's in the back.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
no, imagine if I did the Scotch. This is bad.
Nah, you can do a Scotch.
You know what? And get Raymond on here. I want him to eat the pepper in front of us.
Innit?
Two of them.
Are you okay, Uncle Ez?
I'm good.
Oi.
I'm good, Rico.
Ez, wait till it comes out the other.
Yeah, right, you know what?
No.
Nah.
Believe that.
Nah, man. You see when it's got French fix all that.
That's pretty much all of it.
Yeah. Allow that, man. Don't nah, man. Don't do all that, man.
More milk, please.
Yeah, let's get Ray on here. And
I'm surprised your ears ain't ringing. That's what happened to me. My ears was ringing. And the pepper was burning back of my throat.
More tea, Vicar. More tea.
Nah, brother.
Listen, Ez, respect you, brother. You've done your forfeit.
You know. This is
not me.
Pochettino.
I'm just making sure I do not lose next year, man. Listen, bro.
Now we have to find a different forfeit. That pepper thing ain't gonna work for me, man. I'd have to go A&E. You know, my stomach too old for that. When I did it foolishness, as my dad would say, make you more miserable.
Because Ez has done that forfeit, people. Please, if you haven't hit the like button,
hit the like.
Yeah. You got to hit the like button, people. Hit the like button.
This is Liberties. Do you know what's gonna happen, Norms? People are gonna skip the whole show when they send the link and go straight to this bit.
Don't worry about that. I'm gonna do a short. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna do a short and put it on.
You know what?
I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get my son to
now. I need to go wash out my mouth. People, big up everyone. I need to go.
Nice one, lads.
Listen,
Respect
to everybody. Fantastic audience.
I'm out.
Ez, fantastic, brilliant. You've done your forfeit.
People,
really, I really appreciate it. Yes. I've had enough. But people, really appreciate it. Please hit that like button, subscribe and share. People, we're out of here. We go again next week. Listen, let's hope we'll see some transfers going on. I want to see some players coming in. Let's get the business going and let's see what happens. Let's say more messages coming in. Yeah. Goodbye. You set the standard. AFC on fire, burning like fire. Bye, everyone. Take care. Listen, we're out of here. Take care and God bless.